Hi guys, very good morning to all. This is Harish Kumar Reddy. I am the DevOps trainer. Welcome to DevOps World. So today, previously we are discussing about the branching of Git actually. So we already seen that Git, what is meant by Git branching and what is meant by Git rebase. Okay. So now in rebase, we are trying to go with the next topic is so how to rearrange the commit histories. How to rearrange the commit histories. Okay, so basically what is meant by rearranging the commit histories. Okay, so basically as I want to go with practical to understand this concept, so for this what I can go here is I will try to go with architecture, then we can go with the particular topic. Okay, so now here the first thing you need to understand, so whenever you are trying to create a branching on your side on your previous session, please try to refer my previous video how we can go with the branching. That will be very important. So basically we are working with developer perspective. The developer perspective will comes a picture like this, right? So we have a modules, different types of modules under the linear fashion. So here you need to understand very clearly about this. So we are working with F1 A commit, previously we discussed, right? F2 B commit, F2 B commit, and F3 C commit. F3 C commit. Okay. So now here, if you are working as a, like suppose if you have a file like modifications in F3 file, you are working with the child branch and you are finally merging all the files into master branch. What is our default branch? Master branch. Master branch. Okay, so now here in whatever you are trying to create, all the branching like multiple modules in this master branch, so you are trying to do all the files by using merge. So whenever you have modifications. Okay, so now here we are working with the rearranging the commit history. Today's topic is rearranging the rearranging the rearranging the commit histories. Commit histories. Commit. How to rearrange the commit history? Suppose if the developer having multiple modules, so we are working with linear fashion, right? We are working with linear fashion. F4 decommit and F5 e commit. Okay, so this is a sequential pattern. As we know this, we are working with sequential pattern. Okay, suppose the developer want to go with any like sequential pattern, that is completely not mandatory, guys. We are trying to go with non-linear fashion also. Okay, we are trying to go with the non-linear fashion. For this what we are trying to go here is we are working with non-linear fashion under the master branch. Okay, so for this we are trying to create a modules again, and we are working with non-linear fashion. That is see here in place of F1 I am going with a commit, and I'll tell you what is this. In place of F2 I can go with F4 decommit, and in place of F3 I can go with F5 e commit. In place of F4 I can go with F3 C commit. In place of F5 I can go with F2 B commit. Okay, so this is what I want to do, because developer is trying to do the milestones according to the commit histories. Okay, so basically developer will go with sequential pattern or non-sequential pattern, depends upon the requirements. Okay, so this is we are trying to create in master branch only. Okay, so now I'll try to go with this sequential pattern as per the practical session. Okay, so now let's go with creating the new folder. I'm trying to create a new folder with the name of Java. So I'm trying to create a new folder with the name of Java. with the name of Java. Okay, so now right click on this. So okay, that's fine. Now what we can do here is I can open the git bash, guys. I can open the git bash. In your side, try to open the folder. Try to open the folder like this. Try to open the folder like this. You can right click on this, you open the git bash here. So whenever you're trying to create any folder in Windows laptop, try to open there only. Okay, but coming to MacBook, I'm trying to do like this. Okay, so no problem. So for this, I'm trying to go with like this. So for this, I'm going with cd desktop, and we are trying to go with cd Java. So first I was going with the sequential pattern, guys, because I'm working with the rearranging the commit histories. Okay, so with this architecture, first I'll try to go with sequential pattern, then I can rearrange the commit history. Okay, same thing. Okay, and one more thing you need to notice, whenever you're trying to create at the first time with a commit history, this is completely static. It never change. Static. Whenever you are trying to create any module as per your git operation, that is completely static. Remaining you can change as per your modification levels. Okay, so now we are trying to do it now. Okay, so for this I'm trying to go with git init. I'm initializing the repository. For first I'll try to create the sequential pattern, then I can go with rearrange the commit histories. So here first I can go with touch untracked files to staging area to local repository, guys. Same thing. Okay, please try to refer my previous videos if you doesn't know what is this topic. Okay, please refer my previous videos. Okay, touch F1 git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with a commit. Okay, similarly touch F2 git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with b commit. Okay, touch F3 git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with c commit. Next, touch F4 git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with d commit. Okay, touch F5 git add dot git commit -m. I'm going with e commit. Okay, so git log -1 line. So finally I'm arranging the commit histories like this. Finally I'm doing like this. A, B, C, D, E are in we are working with the sequential pattern. Now my topic is rearranging the commit histories. It's very simple. So for this, what we can do here is we are trying to rearrange. So for this, we are trying to go with, we are working with the linear fashion according to the progress. We are working with the linear progress. Okay, so here we are working with one command, guys, rearranging the commit histories. So by using git rebase, with git rebase -i, I can go. See, I want to tell you one thing very clearly. As per the programming languages, so you are working with 5 modules currently. We have one formula, that is n-1. So currently I'm working with 5. -1. I can go with 4. So equals to 4. Okay, so similarly if you take some 10 modules, 10 minus 1, 9 modules. Okay, so here we need to rearrange because the first file is completely static. It never change. Okay, so now what I can do here is I'm trying to go with okay, so -i, so I'm going with the head. Okay, so I'm using tilde symbol, guys. Tilde symbol 4. Right. See, This is what we are trying to do. Okay, we are entering to the GitHub server. We are entering into the GitHub server. Go to insert mode. Very simple. So if you want to rearrange, suppose whatever I told you, whatever I told you the sequential pattern. So what is the sequential pattern? Non-sequential pattern here. Non-sequential pattern is DECB. DECB. Okay. DECB. First I want to place a D. First I want to place a, okay, go to insert mode, come down, you can paste it here, you can paste, no issues, come down, go to, you can remove this, in place of, I'm copying this file, go up, I'm trying to go with entering, and I'm trying to go with paste. Okay, so now I'm trying to do the scenario here. I'm trying to do scenarios, just I'm trying to delete this, okay. So now I'm trying to go with this concept, guys. So BE, okay. So I'm in place of, as first I'll try to go with E. I'm trying to copy this file. Entire file. I'm trying to go with this file. Okay, just go up, come here, you can paste it here, okay. Now come down, we are trying to go with, see here we are working on the module evaluation. So here you need to understand one thing very clearly. So whenever you are working with rearranging, please try to give the commits very clearly, guys. This is very important. Escape :WQ enter. So we are successfully rearranged. See here, successfully rebased and updated the reference IDs master. So successfully rebased and updated reference master by using git log -1 line. See here. So whatever we done, like it is A, B, C, D, E are in linear fashion. A, D, C, E, B are in non-linear fashion. This is called rearranging the commit histories. Rearranging the commit histories. Okay. So now you have one question, guys. How to delete the files? So if you want to delete the files, it's very simple. So I'm trying to go with git rebase. We are trying to go with rebase -I. I'm going with head ~4. Okay. In place of pick. Okay. Suppose I want to delete C file. In place of pick. Okay. Go to insert mode. So in place of pick, you can use squash. In place of pick, you can remove, try to go with squash is deleting the commits. Okay. So now I want to delete B also. Squash. Okay. So this is how we can remove the files. Escape :WQ enter. Okay. Escape :WQ enter. Okay. So now we are trying to delete the files as successfully. So now git log -1 line. Okay. So this is how we can remove the files. Successfully. Okay. So whatever I was done. So first what I did, I was done the rearranging the commit histories. Now what I did, I was removed the commit histories. This is by using squash. Squash is something where we can do the operations by using deleting the commit histories. Okay, so this is what we are trying to do in this rearrange the commit. So by using rebase, we have a lot of advantages to do the committing. We are trying to do the first one is master branch. So master branch, we are changing from the child branch to master branch. Second one is what we did, we are trying to rearrange the commit histories. And third one, what we did, we are deleting the commit histories. This is how all about the rebase concept, guys. Okay, so I hope this is very clear to all the members. Okay, so now let's go with one more concept, guys. It's very important. How to roll back, like so see here we have one thing. So how to delete the commit histories? By using squash. By using squash, we can remove successfully commit histories. Removed successfully commit histories. Commit history. Okay, so now how to stash your files, how we can stash the files, how can you work on the stashing on the particular files. Okay, we are trying to go with stashing the commit histories. Okay, so basically what we are trying to do here is we are working on the progress. So here you need to understand what is stash actually. Stash is nothing but, so here we are working with stash. Stash is nothing but hiding. We are working with hiding the files. Hiding the files. How to hide the files? So if someone doesn't want to show to your client, to a team manager, you can hide the files very easily by using stash operation, by using developer perspective. Okay, so now here we are trying to go with this like this. Okay, so I'm trying to delete this. Okay, I'm using stash operation now. Stash operation. Suppose I'm trying to create a new folder again with the name of Java. I'm trying to create a new folder. Okay, so now what I can do here is I'm trying to stash the files. I'm trying to do the stash the files by using git init. We are trying to go with git init. So next, what we are trying to do, we are trying to create we are trying to go with folder git Java. Sorry, so I'm going with cd desktop. Okay, so cd Java. Done. So now I want to hide. First I want to create a files, then I can hide the files by using we are trying to go with touch F1 and F2. So now I can go with git add dot, same thing guys, untracked files to staging area to local repository. Okay, so git commit -m, I'm going with a commit. Okay, I'm going with a, 2 files has been added successfully. Okay, so now touch F3 F4. So now what I can do, I can go with git add dot. Okay, so now again I'm trying to create one more files, touch F5 F6. So by using git status, we are using git status. See here, so whenever you are using git status here, git status, so two are staged files, 2 are untracked files. These are staged files, remember this. By using git add dot, you done F3 F4 are staged files. These are untracked files because I didn't added the staging area. Okay, 2 are staged files and 2 are untracked files. Okay, so this is what we done. Now we are using git. So currently I want to go with git stash. So if I was using git stash, see here, whenever you are trying to create, suppose I want to hide the files F3 F4, I want to hide the files by F3 F4, it is going to reference of previous commit. This is my previous commit. These files as I had been successfully on your previous commit. Okay, so here you need to notice one thing very clearly. Whenever you are working with staged files, the files will be added the previous version on your previous commit. Okay, so now what I can do, I can go with we are trying to go with git status. See, this is what we are trying. Untracked files is there, still untracked files are there, F5 F6. F5, F6, still untracked files are there. Now we are trying to go with staging area. Okay, by using git add dot, okay. So git commit -m, I'm going with b commit, okay. So this is, we are trying untracked files to staging area. Okay, so now if I go with git status, see here, whenever you're working with git status, see here, we don't have any files, previously we have a files, but now where it is, we don't have any files currently. Okay, so now if I go with so working as a tree clean, we are working with working as a tree clean. Okay, now how can you recover your files? Of F3, F4? How can you recover your files by using F3, F4? If you are hiding your files, how can you get back your files? That's very, very important. So for this, what I can go here is by using git stash pop. See here, my files are successfully recovered. So the drop reference ID, I have one ID currently. So this is my reference ID, guys. Okay. So now if I go with git stash pop, means get back all your stash files. Okay. What I was done F3, F4 as stashing. Now I was recovered the stash. Okay. So now git commit -m, I'm going with c commit. See here, successfully 2 files are successfully done staging area. Okay, so this is what we are trying to go with stashing concept. We have one more method also. We'll see that one also. In stashing, we have one more method. If you doesn't go with staging area, if you doesn't working on the staging area, we can work on the stashing also. Okay, by using touch. I'm going with F7, F8. So now git add dot. So touch F9, F10. Okay, F9, F10. If I go with git status. So F9, F10 are. So we are working with untracked files. Okay. So now git stash, I can go with -u. -u stands for, so we are trying to go undo the files. Okay, so this is what we are trying to do. Hello. So this is what we are trying to do. It will wait some time. Okay, so now if I go with git status, okay, so now I'm using git stash. We are using git stash, so we are trying to hide the files again. Yeah, see here, successfully we done. Okay, so this is what we are trying to go with stashing your files. Okay, so very, very important, guys, how to stash your files. And so previously what we discussed means, first we are trying to go with rearranging the commit histories. Next, how to delete the commit files, and how to stash your files, that is hiding your files. Okay, so this is what today's topic, guys. So I hope if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me in YouTube comments. I'll try to come to clarifications for you. Okay, so this is all about today's class, guys. I hope everyone is clear. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me. No issues. Okay, thank you so much and have a nice day.